Hi all, this is Karthik from Design School by WP Algorithm, the place where I teach you how to design, build and customize your WordPress websites. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's get into today's video. In this video, I'll teach you how to add back to top button that is commonly found across WordPress themes. But in this video, I'll show you how to do that only by using Elementor Pro and nothing else. No add-on, no code, nothing, all by using few features of Elementor Pro. So it looks something like this. When you scroll through, the button appears, and when you click on it, it takes you back to the top of the page. So the first thing that we need is the button itself. So for the sake of the button, I'll just choose an icon widget that will just show the arrow so that user will know that if he clicks on it, he'll be navigated to the top. You can also choose a button. So anything with a link field would do. I'll just drag in an icon widget. So let's pick an arrow for our back to top button. So I'll just pick this one. I'll click on insert. So this indicates back to top. Now we're done here. Now go to advanced, and this button or this particular widget actually takes the whole space of the container that you can see from the blue outline when I hover over this button. But we want this button just to take up the space that it needs. So we'll just click on custom positioning, click on width, and we'll choose inline auto. That way it will just take up the space that it needs. So even if you position it anywhere across the website, it will just occupy the space that it needs without interrupting the space of other elements on the page. So once we made this inline auto, we'll click on position, we'll change it to fixed. The reason I chose fixed is because I want this button to stay right there no matter what. You can also choose absolute and then have z index higher than anything else, but it's a bit messy. So just choose a fixed button. We want a fixed button that stays right at the right corner of the page so that the user can comfortably click on it, and it's also a natural position to click. So once you choose fixed, click on percentage of offset, and this is the horizontal offset. Just make sure that it goes out of the way of your content. So based on your content and other elements, choose the percentage here. Click on vertical and give it a percentage. I think 93, around 90 would do. So I think that offset is sweet. Based on the website that you designed, just pick the offset of horizontal direction and vertical direction. Choose them in percentages so that it becomes responsive. Also check how it looks on mobile and tablet. So if you're happy with this, you can also change it on tablet and mobile by clicking on the tablet and mobile icon. You can see that on mobile the offset needs to be adjusted. So you can simply drag in just a bit, and you can also adjust the width of the container on mobile either way. So based on your layout, adjust the settings of the button. For the desktop interface, I think this would do. So we have fixed button right now. All we need to do is to make it a button that will take us to the top of the page. There are a lot of ways to do this. So you can simply give the topmost section or the section an ID. So you can give it any ID. If it already has an ID, you can use the same ID. So I'll call it just section or link section. So the same ID needs to be pasted in the link of the button. I already explained this in on-page anchor links. I'll leave a link to that video. So all you need to do is to give hash and paste the section name. So whatever name is pasted here, followed after hash, but when you click on it, the button takes you to the top of this particular section. Let's see how that works. So I just clicked on it. So let's scroll through a bit. When I click on it, I'm taken back to the top. So it's working. Alternately, you can drag in a spacer widget. So you can drag in a spacer widget wherever you want. I'll just position it here. So instead of giving the section an ID, you can also give the spacer widget the same ID, and also adjust the spacer width, maybe 1. We just need it for the purpose of adding an ID. So we'll just paste the same ID into the spacer widget. This would effectively do the same. So when you click on it, again you're taken back to the top. Now we need this button to appear only after the user has scrolled through a particular distance. Does that sound familiar? If you watch the motion effects tutorial, most of the motion effects are scroll based. Well, this can be achieved using the transparency scroll effect. So I'll just click on the button again, go to advanced, under motion effects, I'll choose scrolling effects, and we need transparency effect. So initially the button won't be visible. You can go with the default settings if you want, and as you scroll through, the button becomes visible. Now it becomes clickable as well, and that's it. You can set the effects related to viewport or the entire page. Viewport would be definitely better, and also adjust the design. So based on the kind of your website, adjust the design of your button on desktop and tablet, and also on mobile. So this is how you make a back to top button using just Elementor Pro. So now when I scroll through, I can see the button, click on it, and it's gone. You can adjust the level of fading in. So fade in will basically reveal the element motion effect. So it will start revealing the element right from 0%, but if you don't want that, we'll start revealing at certain percentage, and then at 38% it will finish its reveal animation. So it would look something like this. You can also preview the changes. Just click on the eye icon, it will take you to the actual page, and now just like that. It's always good idea to increase the transparency to 10 so that it's initially not visible, then it starts becoming visible from 17%. So when you scroll through 17% of the page, it will start revealing it, and at 38% it's completely revealed. So it adds that needle experience. Initially it's invisible, now it's visible, and just like that you added your back to top button using nothing but just Elementor Pro. So that's a quick tutorial on how to add back to top button without depending on your theme or writing any code. I'll leave a link to on-page anchor links video in the description. Make sure to check that out. In that explain various methods in which you can add anchor links. There's also anchor link widget for Elementor. That's it for now. Talk to you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any new updates. Catch you in the next video. Peace.